Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another edition of Motivational Sundays with Kevin and friends. And the usual cast of characters, we have Samantha Foster here. We have Mr. Naheem Garcia raising the flag. Today, we have something different. I'm going to do a little bit different, and we're going to go directly into the quote. Today's quote is, "Every moment is a fresh beginning." And as always, we bring a quote to Motivational Sundays with Kevin and friends. We talk about how it landed on us. We give our interpretation and perception based on the quote, and we pass it on to the next person, and then we share. So hopefully for those who are listening, that this quote today lands and makes you feel a certain kind of way. So the quote for the day is, "Every moment is a fresh beginning." I'll repeat, every moment is a fresh beginning. So how this came about to me started with me mailing a partial out yesterday at the U.S. Post Office. When I got in a little bit after 2 p.m., I had a little bit of break and I thought I was going to run in and run out, and discovered there was only one person taking care of 10 people that were in the line. 10 minutes after I was there, that 10 had doubled to 20. The lady in front of me, standing 6 feet apart, we were all wearing masks. We have to wear masks. Turned around and she started to vent about the situation. And I think she's a little disappointed when she turned around to me to see if I had anything to add to that. And I just stepped in and listened. Well, when you seem to, as my grandmother said, the squeaky wheel always gets the oil. She continued to articulate her feelings on the matter, not knowing if the person behind the desk that was working for the postal system had been the only person scheduled, because normally Saturdays are slow, but this is the holiday, or if whoever had been scheduled with her had taken the day off for whatever reason. But she had 2 other people to join in. And, positive brings positive conversation, negative brings a negative conversation. But when the 3 looked at me and found out that I had not participated, the question always comes about is why? And I basically said, something, I can't control the things that I don't have control over. And I said at that time, every moment has a fresh beginning. I said, we choose to react how we want to react. And we take those chances the same way we all got up a little bit after 2 and decided that we thought that no one's going to be in line, and we're going to do this thing and deliver our packages, and realizing that, on the 4th of December, that everyone has something that they want to send out to something, and Santa Claus is doing his thing. And, but, how many times do we end up in situations, and especially this time of year with family and friends, that someone is feeling a certain type of way and they impose those feelings on you. And without knowing, we unconsciously, we either get pulled into the quicksand, or some of us throw a life rope, hoping to pull that person to freedom and give them a whole different experience. So when you think about it, every moment, it's like, why waste your time? Okay. Why not spend your time growing, planting seeds, inspiring people, or educating people? Why do we seem to, this time of year, to become more vulnerable than any other day or any other time of year? Because of what? We've all lost people over the holidays. We've all been laid off or lost our job during the holidays. We've all have been either displaced, removed, had our heart broken during the holidays. We all experience the same hustle and bustle and trying to get that one perfect gift. And hopefully that person will recognize and appreciate your efforts. Or, like most kids, no matter how expensive the gift, and depends on the age of the kids, you question why they're spending more time playing with the box than actually the contents of the gift. the same thing was with people. We wake up every single morning and we make choices. We either can celebrate life or we spend the rest of the day bitching about the life that we don't have. And I apologize for the language on Sunday. God, please forgive me. So when I talk about every moment is a fresh beginning, I'm talking about the choices on how you live your life. I'm talking about the moments of how you impress, how you live on life. I talk about how we bring in people to that section of our life at that very moment. I choose to always celebrate life and be that beacon of a fresh beginning. I choose to be that optimist. I choose to keep my life simple. I choose to celebrate the moment that I have. I choose to celebrate the moment and the people that I have in my life. So with that said, when I throw this out, and I know we're all feeling a certain kind of way, I'm a Southern boy again, you know, so Naheem, please forgive me that I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to Miss Danielle. All right. All right.
I was late. Samantha should go first.
No one knows that you're late. We're recording. So you are actually on time. All right. Good morning and happy holidays to everyone here. So
Okay.
you know, it doesn't make a difference who goes first and who goes last. Is let's talk about, okay, every moment should be a fresh beginning. And the fact that, and the reason why I actually picked you, because you have a new book coming out. You just had a release. So you have every reason to talk about a fresh beginning because you just gave birth to a story that needs to be told.
That is profound and hard to I can't outdo you. Anyway,
Please try.
I miss all of you. It's been a different kind of week in terms of accomplishments and new beginnings. I'll tell you that the book launched and it hit the bestseller list in 4 categories. So when you say every opportunity is a new beginning, I didn't think that would happen in 48 hours. New beginnings started after the book hit #1. There are different organizations that are reaching out to us for our after school program. And when it's almost scary when you think about how new beginnings can just change your life in a matter of seconds. And we want to prepare ourselves and our children and the community to always be ready. This way you don't have to get ready. But it happens so fast. And I think some people are afraid of those new beginnings because they aren't sure where they're going to take them. But I encourage everyone to think outside of the box and embrace those new beginnings, regardless of how overwhelming and scary it may feel, because you never know what that journey is going to take you through and how wonderful it may be before you start the next one.
Yeah, it's amazing the way words pop up into our head. And I always say that no one has an original idea. It's the person that acts on it that has an original idea. And I applaud you for being an original, Miss Danielle Colvin. What's the title of your book?
Oh my goodness. It is Miss Belladonna's Lab. Miss Belladonna meets Miss Santana for urban gardening and Mr. Paco for mindfulness and meditation.
Way to go, way to go.
Yeah.
And I thank you for your share. I'm grateful that I'm part of the family you shared your success with, as well as Naheem and Samantha. And we wish you continued success. And I wish you continue more fresh starts, new beginnings. Go ahead, do your happy dance. All right. Samantha.
I need to unmute myself. Good morning. Good morning. It's always wonderful to be here. I love that quote. that every moment is a moment that we can start fresh, right? And really, what does that mean? At least to me, it means that each moment I can make a new beginning. And even if things seem at their worst, you could take that next moment or the moment that you're in, that present moment, and change the circumstances, change the outcome. We just really need to be present and very aware, self-aware of what we're bringing to the table. It's not about what others are bringing to the table. It's about what we are bringing to the table in every relationship, in every moment and time. We're so busy blaming others that we don't realize that perhaps what we're doing, our actions and or our words, is causing a negative reaction. So if we're coming in full force, very positive, and embracing the situation, embracing the other people in love and compassion, we're going to get that back. And if we don't, then it's okay, because we showed up right in that moment. And maybe it just wasn't meant to be. And that's okay too. Don't take it personally. So each moment really, really does count. And just like what Danielle said, it can change in a blink of an eye, from one extreme to the next. Just get ready. We live on this earth. Things that are out of our control is going to happen. It just all depends upon how we act in the situation. What do we do? What is our actions? So thank you. This is Samantha, and I'm done.
All right. As always, a little breath of fresh air. That one rose has picked me. It's always there again. And you know, Naheem, you and I are two thorns in the mix of two roses.
All this flower.
There you go. All right. So it is so nice to see you this morning, Naheem. That beautiful smile, that $1 million voice. All right. So every moment is a fresh beginning, Mr. Naheem Garcia.
Every moment is a fresh beginning. It inspired a quote, or an inspirational quote, that from Maya Angelou: if you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. And every day that you wake up, you have that opportunity to be amazing. Every moment that you think things are rough, turn of a dime, life changes and inspires you to be amazing. I am motivated to get up every morning to talk to you all and to hear your profound words and your inspiration, because it gives me the power to continue. I have the ability to know that I too can be great with you. We are the village, and we take care of each other. And I thank you for taking care of me, all of you. So with that said, I say thank you. I say praise you, and new beginnings.
All right. And to our listeners, I want you to think about this. We all see these posters that say that footprints in the stand. And I want you to apply what I'm about to say to you to this quote: every moment is a fresh beginning. We take for granted that every single day, our right foot is followed by our left foot. I always say that, you know, your right foot is your courage. It's the first one that steps into opportunity, harm's way. Your left foot is gratitude. It's where your faith lies and where the two come together. But I want you to give thought, when you think about every moment is a fresh beginning, to those who have no legs, and to those that will never make a footprint in the sand. And look at your own life and think about the impressions you make on every single person that you come in contact with. And that's a long dramatic pause in the acting world. And so with that said, unless someone has something they want to close with, I just want people to think about this phrase: every moment is a fresh beginning. And I want you to think about your responsibility and how that quote will land on you and how it will affect the next 10 people that you your path may cross today, tomorrow, the next day, or through those that you may touch in the next 10 minutes of conversation after you listen to this podcast. So with our closing, Danielle, you have anything that you just want to kind of say? And this is going to be a,
I don't have anything else to share.
all right, Samantha.
I'm not, I think I'm good. I actually, I do. I want to say one thing. I'm writing, just starting a Tony Robbins full week seminar, if you will, workshop. And one of the things that he did tell me yesterday, or all of us yesterday, was that life is about risk. Just being here on earth, when you're born, you're guaranteed to die. Life is risky. And if you're not taking those risks, then what are you doing? You need to live full out. You need to be very present and take those risks. Life is not certain. We are not certain when we're going to die. We're not certain when, certain events are going to happen, and uncertainty is okay. Have the courage to live in that uncertainty and just go full out. So I just kind of wanted to add that. So each moment, go full out, be uncertain. That's where you want to be.
All right, and Mr. Naheem Garcia.
Well, an inspiration of new beginnings. Today, December 5th, is my baby sister's birthday. She is now part of the AARP family. It's all right. My mom made that joke to her earlier. And on top of that, again, the inspiration behind the moment and the uncertainty is enough motivation to live and live full and live happy, even when it gets really rough, even when you want to get down on yourself, you want to cry. There's a smile behind that. There's a joy behind that. Just seek for it. It's there for you. Peace.
All right. And so we meet here every Sunday at 9 a.m. This episode of Motivations with Kevin and Friends, Mr. Naheem Garcia, Samantha Foster, Danielle Colvin. This is RMK Production. We come here each week to motivate, educate, inspire, share stories, and through the framework of just the conversation, we change people's lives. My grandfather used to always say that when you get to a position that you can help someone, it's your duty to do so. So I'm hoping that whomever is listening to this episode of Motivational Sundays with Kevin and Friends, that you share, like, or go to RMK Productions on our YouTube page and you follow and subscribe. And hopefully this becomes a part of your daily life on Sundays. And so I want to say thank you to all my distinguished and honorable guests, which I call friends, and now that I call family. And to that said, reach one, teach one, and now we fade to black. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. Good job, guys. Thank you again. God, I'm very proud of you, Danielle. Very proud of you. We can all applaud you right now.
Okay.
Look at you. Look at you. We have to get you to come back on and do a follow-up and tell everyone how you became, number one in 24 hours and how your life changed. I am actually doing a whole series on entrepreneurs, or what I call professional risk takers, which I always celebrate. So the door is open. You tell me when you're ready. I got 5 episodes to talk about this and go through the process, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. Where can we buy your book, by the way?
You can buy it directly from our website. I'm a mini entrepreneur.com, or you can purchase it from Amazon.
All right. I will definitely get a copy of it, and we got to figure out a way to get you to sign it. Samantha, as always, thank you for blessing us with your presence. Enjoy the Tony Robbins experience and bring back us some knowledge. Mr. Naheem, as always, I'm looking forward to that next presentation of that golden voice. To see you into the acting world, because I know some big things are coming up, and hopefully you'll be able to tell us that last project that you so secretly did.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, that's what you did?
Yes.
I love that.
Oh, I love
I
Hocus
love that.
Pocus.
I love that. You know,
It didn't. He just came out like, oh my gosh. That's so
look at that.
Yeah.
Hocus
And
Pocus. We
yeah.
are sitting in the monks of greatness. See, I told you when I first met you, you had greatness within you, and now you turned out to be a star.
Well, small star. Bette Midler and them got it, but yeah. I have a small moment, and it's looking good for the next film. I was told by the casting agent, movie called Holdover. So we'll see what happens. I met with the director. It's the first time in a callback where a director complimented me and said, "You just do everything right." He said, I love it. And then he said, I did a lot of research on you. I didn't even know that. And he says, I know what you do. And we had a nice little conversation. He said, I know I got to see a lot of people today, but just know you do everything right. I love it. And I said, thank you. So whether I got the part or not, those words will stay with me forever. That moment will stay with me forever. And hopefully a lot more will come, and I won't have to financially worry about anything. Because behind all the good work that inspires me, and working with young people, and Samantha and I will be working soon together. Hopefully Danielle and I will be working soon together.
Yes. Working together.
We're all working together, and we could all one day be physically in each other's presence, giving each other hugs and holding each other's hands just because we can. And I look forward to those moments. I do.
It's going to happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. We're all going to be in the same space, celebrating, many of these conversations and these experiences. And you all are gifts to this world, and remember that. And so celebrate your gift, and do not allow anyone to throw shade on your fame.
Talking about, I went to a convention, MECO convention on Friday, where Dr. Raymond Porch was presenting. And I was late because I was teaching, so I only had a couple hours, but the motivation behind it was I wanted to go and give Ray a hug. I got a chance to give him a hug and catch a little bit of his presentation, and to see his growth, and to see how he has turned a lot into healing. And I was just very impressed with my friend. I was impressed with him before, but I was even more impressed now, and very pleased.
Let me know the next time Ray has something coming up. I will drive up to see him. You guys are only a couple hours away. Oregon's way too far, and there's too much freehand.
You don't want to come here.
I'm not going to Oregon because they're just shooting people for fun, and I don't feel like being part of that living arcade game. But and with you, Danielle, you're only hours away. There's no excuse. When you have an event, I want to be a witness to your success personally. So please give me a heads up. I will definitely be there. My word is my bond. And Sam, when you get to the East Coast, we'll celebrate that also.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, I can't wait. I know Florida is definitely waiting for me, and I'm anxious to get back. I'll be back in January, so I'm really excited about getting back on to my home, the East Coast.
So when I go to Miami, I'll figure out how to get to you.
Okay, I'm usually in the Tampa Bay area, so
that's fine.
Our first location, our first shelter that's going up is going to be in Orlando.
Yeah, my mother-in-law like taking a drive to Orlando.
Up there. But yeah, I'm just excited. You know what's amazing?
Let me stop.
That this quote, I have to say this quote today, you make each moment count, right? It's up to you to make it count. And when I signed up to this Tony Robbins Date with Destiny, I really didn't know what to expect, but I knew that I was coming in because I wanted to learn to be a better leader, which means I need to be a better person. And come to find out, the flavor of the Date with Destiny is not really what I came for. It's more of for personal relationships. But Tony Robbins was saying, if you're not having a healthy personal relationship with your spouse or with your loved one or with your partner, then it's really difficult to have a really good personal relationship with other people, with your work environment, right? Because or with your coworkers, if you will, with other leaders, you know, whoever you're partnering with in your business. He says they really are hand in hand. So learning personal relationship skills and learning what you're bringing to the table, not what the other person's bringing. What are you bringing to the table? That's 95% of it. Really can resolve so many relationship issues, whether it's personal and or in business. And I just think this couldn't come at the right time, because I'm getting ready now to pitch to 5 big investors right after Christmas. Already have a meeting set with them. And this is really about, you know, showing up. What am I showing up with, right? How am I presenting things, but, you know, what am I giving them? You know, as a person, as in communication. So I think it's a great quote for the day. It really landed hard on me. Is I'm showing up in the moment. It's not exactly what I expected with Date with Destiny, but I'm going to make it count. Right? It is going to impact me just in a way that I didn't feel or didn't know it was going to impact me. So it was a great quote today.
Well, Sam, you must be a mind reader, because I'm not even going to throw this out into the world on how we normally communicate. So next week's quote, and it gives you guys a week to think about it, is love. So we're going to talk about that next week. So I will strongly suggest, because next weekend I was going to take off, but it's my birthday, and
Happy birthday.
December
Yes,
10th.
it is.
So next week we're going to talk about love, and then we're probably going to take a break into the first of the year to give everyone a chance to celebrate the holiday. So it gives you a week to go ahead and contemplate, and I would suggest to take notes, and because this week I can almost predict what's going to happen this week. It's going to challenge you, and this quote is going to come in, and you're going to find out what love is by time Sunday comes along. All right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. I will see you
y'all.
next week. All right. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Let me turn off the recording.